with us in studio to talk about a show coming up at the West End February 27th.
Yes.
Called Comedians in Drag Doing Comedy. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
And,
was it last year or was it 2 years ago?
I thought
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
I want to say it was like 2 years ago.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. No,
I would have bet money it was last year.
I know. And normally I'm not the memory guy. Like, normally I mess everything up. But I felt like it had been like I think we missed one.
What is that? Anna Lepoli and Ross McCoy's here. How you doing, Anna?
I'm so excited to be
It's
I
very.
hated this headphones.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I have floppy ears.
Are they loose?
It's
okay. It's okay.
She's part rabbit.
My wife.
You do have a. Well, you're very fit, so your head is
You have a tiny
thin.
head. Yeah, we're used to have a big fat head.
Yeah. A lot of our guests have big fat heads.
I have the jaw of a pit bull, though. I look at pit bulls and I go, shit, I see a resemblance. It's just like.
So let's talk about comedians.
What is happening right now first? Is this an ACT? Is this a Friday free show? I don't even know what we're doing right now. Tom just jumped into it like it was.
It's
like,
uncensored. Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay. But where's it going to go? I don't even know.
No one knows. No one knows.
Okay. All right. I like it. Freestyler.
We're leaving it open.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying something new, Ross.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Maybe we should have told Ross, though, before we tried it. Right? You know what I mean? Like, we didn't even. This is how bad we are at podcasting and radio. Like, I've been doing radio like over 30 years now. You've been doing radio close to 25 or over 25 now, and neither of us told Ross but neither of us told Ross what we were doing. So I only care. You went into promo, didn't you? And you were going to save the show, and I appreciate that.
I only care because you guys told Anna it's an uncensored show, so we can talk about like twats or whatever on this show if we want to.
Exactly
but you gave it like an ACT kickstart, and I wanted to make sure
we went full
thanks
twat.
for bringing it up because it is uncensored. But what we do is that we run it uncensored. It gets out there, and then the thing is, I need some censor content for next week. So then I'm going to run it again, but then put beeps in. But not me. They don't put the beeps in. But then
they call me Beepy.
So it's the same thing. It's uncensored, but we just beep out any curse words. Where you can say whatever we want. We did some show with Busey, and I didn't think we could air it. We just put it out there.
Oh my God, that guy.
Censorship doesn't matter anymore. Do you understand it? Like you just put it out there. No one cares.
And then you just say it's art.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my art.
But then we start breaking it up, someone will care. I'll get some email. Anyway.
The last time I did an interview with them, it was censored. And I can talk about some things censored, but to talk about comedians and drag doing comedy in a censored fashion is incredibly difficult. So I was like, well, the genitals come out sometimes on the show.
Let's talk about it.
I liked it. Like, well, let's say what really
the genitals
happened.
come out.
Big black dick falls out.
It's hard to
That's
describe.
what happened.
It's hard to describe the onstage glory hole competition on like ACT. You know,
Is there an onstage glory hole?
There was.
There used to be, but not anymore. But we can't say what the finalists have to do. It's a surprise now. But the show has evolved, and I'm so proud of it. But I'm only doing it 4 times a year now. I used to do it 20 times a year, plus 150 plus nights of regular comedy, because I'm just a regular comedian.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing it 4 times a year in the cities that I want to do it in, where it's successful. This will be my first time doing it at West End Trading Co. So it'll be. I'm very excited for that in Sanford. But I have it only in 4 select cities per year.
The West End Trading Company is the best place to suck a dick through a glory hole.
That doesn't happen. Let's talk about what really happens.
That is guaranteed.
No, I know for a fact. Paul personally puts fresh duct tape on the glory holes at the West End every morning.
What the fuck is happening?
There's no floppy poster board in the West End Trading Company. When they duct tape that hole, and when you stick your little tuna can in there.
And by the way, it's clearly labeled which is the suck and which is the stick side.
Exactly.
A lot of places it's not.
Knows.
A lot of places it's not clearly labeled. And there's confusion
Paul.
sometimes.
Thank you. He's newly married.
You get two people kissing through the hole. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's true. The signage.
I'd get down there and look at what
No
one ever looks.
That's how you get pink eye.
You're not supposed to look.
I would be far away.
at a Fight Club, dude. You never look in the glory hole.
No, well, I see. We're like, who's in there?
No,
what's in there?
You're not. You're
like,
you're
I just
not.
want to see.
You don't know how to do it.
Tom's got his cell phone flashlight. He's looking through the glory.
Well, what if you look through there and you see a couple of my stray mustache hairs poking through?
Well, I'd be like, hey, get out of there.
And you know what I say? To put you at ease, you know what I say? It's not me. I'm just cleaning. And then she'll be here in a second. But then I pull my mustache back and then I go to town. Because you'd never know.
So many people are going to come to the show now, but they're all going to be in the men's bathroom for the glory hole.
Have you seen the men's bathroom?
Yeah, they won't be in there. The lock, I kid you not, the lock on the men's bathroom is a giant piece of metal that an iron worker he cut it out, and then you take it and you have to pull it down. Like you have to go. It's like Hodor.
I'm sorry, Anna.
You know what I'm talking about.
He said, "I'm sorry."
Well, tell me what's happening. What is going? Because when I hear comedians in drag doing comedy, I imagine
think of glory holes.
No. I just,
which is reasonable.
It's all just comedians in drag. It's in the name, doing comedy.
So you're saying that there's nothing to explain, because it's in the name.
Yeah. It's like explaining.
But you're smart though. Some people don't understand that. Some people hear the show and they go, "Oh, you have drag queens," or "Oh, it's this." I go, best way to describe my show is 1980s WrestleMania drama meets a Miss Universe pageant in a 100% comedy show starring just comedians.
All right. Well, you described it way more confusing than I.
I like confusing. I like that. Hold on.
Now I'm confused
Andre
again.
the Giant.
I understood
Yes.
it.
This is Andre the Giant.
Yes.
This is Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
This
there's
is
a
Bobby
wrestling?
the Brain.
In bikinis.
This is Bobby the Brain
bikinis?
leaving. This is Bobby the Brain leaving in the scissor lift with Andre the Giant, waving goodbye after they pass the torch to Hulk. That's what this is, brother.
Well, I
even put a brother on there for
So
the wrestlers.
me, Marcus Crespo, dressed like ladies.
Yeah.
Anna brings us out, interviews us like pageant style. You know, like how would you end world hunger? That kind of stuff.
The format is this. The reason why I say it's like 1980s WrestleMania drama is because I grew up watching wrestling in the 80s and 90s, and it's a contest. So somebody wins, and these guys, when you dress, especially straight men in drag, they get very competitive as women, and
you want it to be for
they're
a reason.
menstruating. It's wild.
Let me tell you about floppy glory holes.
So
they're menstruating.
yeah, these guys. I don't know,
They start. You dress a man in drag, they start menstruating, man.
So here's the format. I host the show. I only do like 5-7 minutes. I'm the producer, the host, so it's not about me. And then
except for she kills every time. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I hate doing 5 to 7 minutes. I mean, I tour as a headliner and a feature, but this show, I don't mind doing 5 to 7 because it really is all about the stars of the show, which are the comedians that I book. And I open up with a little set, and then these guys come out and they each do 8 to 10 minutes.
All right.
Just comedy, usually in their persona. Ross is Rosie LaRue, so she'll be wild and high energy.
Yeah, large labia.
Marcus Crespo won Sanford a couple years ago, the last time I did it there.
Yeah.
And Marcus Crespo wins almost every city that I do. But he usually is Areola Grande.
All right.
But
It's a great
he's
name.
going to be Ronald McDonald with tits.
Oh, God. Okay.
Sponsored by McDonald's.
This is confusing people again.
Yeah. Is that considered drag?
By the way, we do have a phone call. I'd like to. Both of your sons are on the line. Let's go pull up the line here. Your dad's at work. Say hi, boy.
All right.
And then we have Jess Torres, Orlando female comic. She's going to be a dude. Her drag name is Daddy Yank Me.
All right.
And I've got
Her name should be Weird Al Yank Me Off.
That's a good
Weird
name.
Al Yank Me Off. Right? That's
good though. That's a good drag
that's a
name.
good drag name.
That's the type of thing that I look for
And
in
a
the drag shows.
big, what do you call it? Like Cabbage Patch Kid penis.
I had a girl do that in Rochester, New
Yeah,
York.
you got to use like
such a talented comedian.
use a stocking so it looks like a real penis. You do the Cabbage Patch Kid.
And then I've got Patrick Sisk, who also known as Tasha Salad. And Patrick
that's a good
Sisk
name,
has
too.
won. Which cities did Patrick Sisk is currently the queen of Winter Haven and St. Augustine Beach. Marcus Crespo is currently the queen of Sanford, Yulee, Florida. Yes,
Queen
I did
of
do
Winter
a show in
Haven.
Yulee,
Isn't
Florida.
somebody moving there? No.
Someone moving a winner.
So somebody will laugh at that and be like, Daniel, you're really funny.
Let's talk about tossing salad for a second.
I've never done it.
Why is it named that?
I've never done it. I've never done it one time.
Weird name for it. It doesn't even make any sense.
I have never.
I blame the Russians.
I've never done that. And
where did it even come, that particular phrase for that act?
If I had to guess.
Why is it named that?
If I had to guess, it's because there is an element of acidity that back there you're going to have. And most salads have a vinaigrette. And I'm just connecting the
what assholes are you eating that are so acidic?
Well, but most assholes are not like, I'm not talking baby powder fresh. Everybody in this room's asshole is not baby powder fresh right now.
No,
guaranteed.
No,
guaranteed.
No,
I'll bet my life on it. I'll bet my daughter's life on it.
Yeah. Mine stings like doo-doo no matter what.
Yeah, mine's forever yellow.
I thought everybody's did.
I think maybe dudes' assholes say pretty good. I don't know. I mean,
no, mine's, nobody wants mine.
So when you toss a salad, you're putting two forks in.
No. One's a spoon. One is a spoon and one is a fork.
Yeah. So
it's not two forks.
No.
If you have two forks, you got a mismatch.
And you're sticking the bottom. You're tossing the salad up to mix everything together, right? That has to do with.
So your tongue is mixing.
You're just licking your butthole. You should be called eating an ice cream, right? The more accurate description of.
Yeah.
It
should be called using your iPad with your tongue.
Hey, would you eat my ice cream? But that's a more.
Hold on, let me write down eat my ice cream.
Description.
Yeah, but when you get your mindset on ice cream and then you start looking butthole, it's your head's in the wrong spot.
Close to a salad.
I am with the salad thing. The salad thing is weird.
It's like you should call it smoking roots. That's cool. I'm sorry.
These guys need a lesbian to teach them.
Do all lesbians eat butt? Is that a thing?
I don't think all lesbians do everything, but I'm sure a lot do. I sell merch at my shows. I sell decorative pillows, which I was looking at.
I saw
decorative
that.
Pillows. Yeah, I sell decorative pillows that's mocking women's home decor. So instead of be bold, dream, be you, I have pillows that say be bold, be you, bend over, bitch. And then I have, instead of the beach is my happy place, the same papyrus font, I have your butthole is my happy place.
I saw that one.
And I sell those at the shows in white and black. And they're
sure.
people love
the butthole pillow. I'm getting you one for Christmas. He got me pillows this year for my birthday. He got me the Coop cooling pillows. Those things are
very gay.
freaking fantastic. Oh yeah, we're almost there.
You're talking about a butthole.
The only thing we don't do is have sex. I mean, honestly, we stare into each other's eyes for 9 hours a day.
That.
There's a lot of pillows to bring to every show, right?
Yes, it's a lot of work. I had a very lovely man who I call my friend now. He feels like family to me. His name is Todd. I heard you guys have been talking about him on the shows. DeLand. He wanted me to pass a message that he is not a big boot billionaire. He's actually poor, and you wanted me to say that. But I fucking love Todd.
This guy, he's just throwing money everywhere. Is just suddenly poor.
Why would he send that message with you? He's sending an obvious lie.
Obviously, he paid you to send that message, right? That's what rich people do. He's like, here's $500. Tell him I'm poor.
Todd, you could have picked any message.
He was actually wearing very nice shoes last night. I'm the one wearing boots. So
I mean, Todd, you could have just emailed me and said, here's $500. I'm poor. And I'd be like, thank you very much. I'll say that now. I will gladly say you're poor for $500.
He's on welfare. He wanted to tell you that.
He's not. I know the guy. I know the guy.
I fucking love that guy.
My wife grew up with
because
that
he gives
guy.
you money. He's just like us. That's how it
Why do you
works.
think I say I love the listeners? They give us money.
No, but I love him. He was my. So I normally perform for straight people. 99% of my shows, it's all straight people. My biggest fan base are older straight people, typically conservative, but I don't know all their politics.
Hold on.
No,
that can't be true. Older
100%,
straight conservatives.
Yeah.
Have you met an older straight conservative?
They're on
I
my
have
shows.
a lot of them around, and I just they're weird. That's our biggest fan.
No, I'm not throwing Todd in that category because he's young, but I'm saying what I'm trying to say is like most of my audience are straight. So Todd and another couple were my honorary straight people at my show last night. I don't know what they're.
Todd got in the glory hole.
That's some DeLand What I love about Todd,
he's poor. He likes glory holes. We're gonna put that out there.
Glory hole.
I was like, glory hole. I was like, we have any lesbians in here? And Todd, some straight guys would be like, I'm a lesbian, but Todd didn't do that. Todd just clapped, and it was the most adorable thing. I don't know. I love him. I think he's so fucking great.
If an alien came down and you asked them to toss your salad,
what is this?
He would look up what salad tossing is on the internet.
What
and
is
be like,
salad tossing? Which tongue do I put in your butt
Do you want me to take my fingers and stick them in your butthole and pull them out?
No, you got to
do a tossing.
You cup one hand and you Poseidon fork your fingers, and you.
Yeah, because that's what you would think. You're like, oh, that's a weird thing for you to want me to do.
That's called the Olive Garden.
I'm sorry.
That's called the Olive
These
Garden.
guys do not watch porn, and I love that.
No, we watch a lot of porn.
I've seen it all.
You know what I'm stuck on?
I've seen it all, Anna.
Let's talk about it. Since this is just off the rails, let's fucking go off the rails.
We're not
and then
airing
do some rails.
We're just putting this out.
Yeah, this is just going straight to wax. I am addicted to massage porn, and I can't stop it.
Still? It's been years.
You know what? I'm an honest man, Ross.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a place where I have to come clean here. The gray raft is now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been in the game for so long that it's no longer a gray raft. It's a black raft.
Yeah.
It's a black raft now.
Once you like something, it never ends. Like, you brought Bradley Noel back from the dead. He's doing, pain pills.
Yeah. He'll be dead again. He'll be dead again in 2 weeks.
He's fentanyl. Anyway, sorry, Anna.
So if people like porn, they should come. Anyways, no, I did a special show last night in Orlando, a gay show, and I had a couple straight people there, and that's why I had that message from Todd. But the drag show, the one thing I have to say is a lot of people go, oh, well, it's a gay show. And I'm like, well, I don't have any gay people in the audience. Usually like one or two lesbians if they decide to stop doing agricultural shit and take a break to come out. But it's a very like bro-y show, the comedians in drag doing comedy.
Well, but like drag can be gay, but it's not. Is it?
It's whatever. It's for everybody.
Exclusive
no,
to
it's
gay,
not.
right?
But people think it is. You know, people don't know. Or like sometimes I'll have straight people that don't come to the show because they're like, oh, it's gay, and I'm like, it's not anything. It's an everybody show. And typically gays don't go to comedy shows because gay dudes are too busy fucking, and lesbians are too busy getting married.
Complaining.
Yeah.
And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but other than you, I don't think I've been on one with another gay performer.
Well, yeah, I barely. Well, there's not many gay comedians. I've had Alina Siddiqui on a few, but not with you. I love her.
Sure.
I had her feature for me last night on the show at the Savoy.
That's cool.
But there's not that many gay comedians, so I book basically. I book based on talent. So
I just think that's interesting that because I must have been raised correctly because. Well, first of all, my dad loved dressing as a woman a lot, and
that was the '90s.
Yeah,
Mrs. Doubtfire,
but I always thought
Dennis
like
Rodman?
yeah, like Dennis Rodman,
Yeah.
Milton Berle. Like I remember, like the comedy that I watched in my household was so fucking old. I get it.
Milton Berle.
Yeah, Milton Berle also had the biggest penis in Hollywood, dude. Like you start
Milty.
googling Uncle Milty, dude was supposedly the largest penis in Hollywood's Milton Berle, and he dressed like a woman.
Well,
He's still thinking about tossing this out. His mind is still
How do
on
you know
salad
his dick is
toss.
so big?
It was a legendary. It's literally Hollywood royalty legendary. It's written in books.
like a Ron Jeremy thing, except he's not a porn
like
star.
this, yeah, but this was like almost like Lyndon Johnson, like that old story about him having a big one, or his Hager slacks cutting him in his bunghole. Like that's documented like American history.
Speaking of dick size, so the second half of the show, the comedians come out in
She gets the ruler.
bikinis, and
bikinis?
Yes.
Okay.
and you measure the comedians' cocks.
No, but I can't see their dicks because I'm asking them questions. As Ross was saying, it's like a Miss Universe pageant, and I ask them questions, and this is where the comedians really show their skills because they don't know what I'm going to ask them, and I ask them some wild shit. And it's funny because I can't see their dicks. I'm looking at the audience, but there's a lot of times comics go, "Oh, did you see that guy? He's got the biggest dick." Or like Preston Canavan, who won Satellite Beach, I think 2 years in a row. Everybody goes, "Oh, his dick is crooked." Or whatever. I don't see their dicks.
Yeah, fuck you,
I'm
crooked
looking
dick.
You can tell that it's crooked in a bikini.
Well, he talks about it in his set too. So
Why do you think I laugh every time we leave to go running? I'm like, here goes old crooked dick running around the pool lake again.
Tell
Like,
us
yuck.
crooked until.
But some of these guys don't know how to talk. Like I've had guys that I've been doing this show for 5 years, over 40 cities, and there are guys that they just don't know. They put on a nice
It's not
dress
hard
and
to
they don't
talk.
talk.
You push it between your legs. You put the head of it in your asshole.
We did it out in Brevard County like a year or two ago. I'm gonna
Satellite
say.
Beach at Beachside Retro.
And guy you guys have met, Joe Sensabella,
yeah.
came out in a bikini. But he, as a man, didn't understand that a lady bikini has like two side pieces and a middle piece. And so he put the bikini on side piece bottom to his ball and taint and stuff. And then the bottom piece on the side. And so all of his stuff was falling out because the side piece was not commensurate for the job. You understand?
Yes.
But he couldn't figure that fact out. And he like ended up just like on stage, kind of like a dog chasing its own tail, trying to follow the problem out, but just couldn't figure it out. Fucking hilarious.
And then I think I slapped his ass or something. It was it was wild. His whole thing was on sideways. And what's more wild about that is that's Beachside Retro, which I'm going on 3 years doing my drag show there every January now. And these comedians use the clothes from the store. From the racks, because Beachside Retro sells records, vintage video games, but they also sell clothing, a lot of clothing. I love the owner, Chris. He's great, and they will take the clothing, and I think they put them back on the shelves. So I don't know, just sniffs, do a sniff test on the bikinis next time.
Don't say that about their dog.
You could have a homeless man wearing some ball
bad for
clothes.
business. So how far does Ross go in drag? As far as like 2 years ago,
I feel like he's a classy drag lady.
I mean,
Sam didn't show you guys pictures of the time she came?
I saw you in the jean shorts, right? You looked good. Yeah. You were
and
like
you had your long hair, so you braided
I had the Willie Nelson braids for that one. So that was a little bit better.
Remember
I remember that photo, yes.
Yeah. Do you have to wear any makeup, or you can go
I leave that up to the artist.
I'm just in drag. I'm not gay, Tom.
Correct.
Not till the glory. I don't know. West.
That doesn't say I don't know how to do makeup.
Okay, I figured out what tossing the salad should be. It should be two dudes, with boners.
Okay.
Tossing a salad?
Going at the bunghole together.
So two
at the same time in a wooden form of salad. Tossing.
So let's say I'm doing like down dog, and you and Ross have boners, and you're tossing, and you're banging your boners against each other in my asshole.
That should be it, right?
You guys are gayer than I am. I love it.
We're pretty gay.
I feel like there's probably already a name for that, but you know what we could? I like your idea. Let's call something tossing the salad. What if two guys at a glory hole both go dick in and bump in the glory hole?
What is that?
There's no name for that, I guarantee you.
That's Tom and Dan. We were supposed to do that.
That's the tip touching.
We were supposed to do that. Originally, with our show, at our second meetup of all time, we were supposed to raise money, and we'd been given $100. We were supposed to put our boners together with just a piece of paper between them.
Yeah. It should be a poke in the fake mirror.
It's called I Know You.
Anyway, sorry. Anna.
More importantly,
it's called the Spider-Man.
More importantly, tossing the salad is misnamed. What should the act of licking the asshole be to you, Tom, other than, as we just said before, analingus?
By the way, Anna, we could have aired this on the radio because you said nothing wrong. It was only me, Ross, and Daniel who ruined it. You were perfectly fine. Everything you said so far, we would not even have to edit one bit.
Professional comedian.
And we could have aired it, but we ruined it.
We got this guy he's tossing salad with boners. Glory hole.
That's what I get for going, don't censor it. And the worst thing I've said was crooked dick.
We could have said that.
Yeah, that's a person's name.
She is just getting to the next part of the competition is felching. So it's.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
But I've
it's a fun Google for you guys.
I've used that as a joke before, but I think I've forgotten what felching is.
Anna, you of all people, you've never had Sareth Ney on any of your shows. He says felching like 6 times a set.
I can't. No, I think I just tune it out like a grandmother. I'm like, remember, my biggest fan base are straight people and then older straight people.
The gay members of our chat, which we have quite a few, especially Robert and his partner. They just got back from New Zealand. Welcome. Glad you're here. He would like for me to let you know that he's letting all of his gay friends know that we have officially changed what tossing salad is. Thank you, Robert.
Well, it makes more sense.
You tell him to come to the show.
I feel like we're the epicenter of art. We're the epicenter of history. We're the epicenter of books, right? We work with the library. We work with the science center. We work with Anna. We work with Ross. Our gay guys have they're going to get the word out. We're good.
Right. We should. I need credit for this too. When you're spreading the word,
he's going to let them know.
Say Tom Van came up with this. He said this doesn't make any sense. We should change it. Anyway, so Anna,
can you tell him to come to the show? Gay guys love seeing straight guys in drag.
Come to the show.
I love having gay guys in the audience. I think the one time I had the most gay guys in my audience were these military guys from Fort Walton Beach, and they loved it. And I was like, damn, I need more of this.
Oh, well, we've sold some tickets. There's people buying them. they just said that. So there you go. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Drink at westin.com. You can get tickets. Can you get tickets off your website anywhere else?
I just have it in my link tree on my Instagram or Facebook. But they can get it.
Events at westin.com, I believe, is, you know, they
you can get them in person at the West End if you just pass the money through the glory hole.
Anna, let's talk exercise, because you have a PhD in exercise, and
which I don't use. I'm a full-time comedian now.
Okay, but you use it sometimes, right? You're fit.
Yeah, well, you must have had something happen and go off in your brain thinking like, oh, I want to be fit. I want to live a long time. I like exercise. Right? No?
Look, I'll tell you the latest what I've done. I recently revamped my second book called Beer is Good for You, which is on the health benefits of moderate consumption of beer and alcohol. I will start selling it at shows again. My 2016 version, I took out most of the pictures and I put more content on the health benefits of moderate consumption of beer and alcohol. I have to reiterate the word moderate because everybody hears excessive and cocaine for some reason when I talk about that. And then glory hole and then dick. Two dicks, and that's all they hear when I talk about the book.
Did you hear Ed said we can fuck each other? And like,
beer is good for you.
I'm on the sucking dick diet now.
So moderate consumption of alcohol is okay.
There's a ton of health benefits if you are a healthy individual. Alcohol, so it's interesting because recently the government came out with like, alcohol causes cancer, which we all knew alcohol was bad for you, right? We always knew that. But it's interesting that they're saying it recently, and I'm like, but why aren't they talking about the food industry being so, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, I'm not anything, but I know in nutrition you have a lot of food additives and shit that we don't know the long-term effects of.
Yeah.
But and there's health benefits of that. And the reason I wrote that book is because working in the nutrition and exercise field years ago, weight loss, muscle hypertrophy, all that shit got so redundant that I'm like, I want to research something that people will actually want to learn. And something that I find the research interesting in alcohol.
Well, it kind of makes sense in this way, in the fact that animals will eat like
an
fruit.
asshole.
They eat it like a raccoon.
They call it tossing nuts.
It makes more sense.
So that's what the raccoons are doing in my yard.
They're scattering foliage.
Animals will eat fermented fruit, and that can contain alcohol in it, and it seems like they just do it all the time. Like they've just evolved to be able to pass the alcohol through them without any sort of really negative long-term effects that kept them from evolving. They would have evolved to not eat the fermented fruit if it hurt them. So it seems like a moderate amount of alcohol is fine in nature.
And they did moderate. They never did Coke. They never did they kept it in They kept it in just the alcohol. Yeah.
What do you think about like marijuana and like mushroom culture and where it is now? What do you think of that? Because mushroom,
you're asking the wrong person.
The mushroom stuff is the biggest thing. I don't do it. I'm just not because I'm anti any of that. I am pro do whatever the fuck you want to do, but I just don't have the time.
I've never done drugs.
Oh, nice.
Ever.
There you go.
And people think I'm a narc sometimes. I'm like, I'm not a narc. I know I look like a drug dealer. I would have made a phenomenal coke dealer in the 80s in Miami, or now, if it was legal. But I think marijuana can also have a lot of
coke.
My pillows are full of coke. And tossing salad instructions, the right ones. I think that people need to do checks on what their family history is of mental illness, because I think marijuana and shrooms can really fuck you up in terms of borderline or some episodes.
I've been thinking about killing my family lately.
No big deal. Menendez brother.
Also, you could check with me if you're mentally ill. I could tell. Show me your Facebook and then give me 10 minutes to look at it.
I believe that the three of us. No, I know you're really good, but I would put you, me, and Ross. If we look at you and talk to you for 10 minutes, we could tell. I put 100% verify.
And I'll give it a spectrum, so it's not yes or no. It's like 8. 4, whatever.
Most callers within a sentence. I got them down.
I'm good with the audio.
But Anna, couldn't it be looked at like a supplement, and especially for like mushrooms or THC, because it is a natural.
Trying to get her on board
thing.
With because you're a drug addict?
All right, that's fair. Okay, so I take creatine every day because I looked on Google.
I take creatine.
Then it said it's the only supplement that actually does something. All the other ones
not only for your muscles but also your brain.
Your brain. And then so
it's really benefit versus side effect. It has it has no side effects, and it does good benefit.
So unless you load with it, then it can have some gastrointestinal side effects if you're doing that.
I
20
did that.
grams a day.
Yeah, he had diarrhea from it because he was choosing the wrong
Oh, no wonder you went away to toss your salad.
I have explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
I've shit myself multiple times.
Yeah, he shit himself running around the block.
Because my wife, bro,
now you're going to blame her. Finally, we got to the end of it.
She's like, quit putting your goddamn powders on the counter. It looks like shit. So she put them on all decorative jars.
It is annoying when we
And
come
she
over.
said 50 grams. Fuck
No,
you.
but when you come over to somebody's house and you see all the powders, you're like, who the fuck do you think you are?
She put the wrong scoop in my creatine jar, in the decorative jar, and I was using 10 times the amount I should have every day.
How'd you feel?
I get explosive diarrhea, which I thought was the spinach I was eating in my smoothie. I was like, oh, God, the spinach, too much fiber.
Yeah, I remember that part of the Popeye cartoons.
I used it for 4 months.
It was a while.
And then I was like, oh, shit, my kidneys. And then it turns out it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no side effects in the kidneys. But creatine's great. I don't think that I'm the wrong person to ask. My father's a psychiatrist. I'm very anti-drugs. I'm very pro-pussy.
Was there a question about smoking weed and working out? I'm fine.
I just got my medical pussy card.
I find that like a bong hit or two between sets is the perfect fucking.
Okay, but Ross, let me say this. Ross, I didn't even know smoked weed till we did the show in DeLand together, and I go, shit, you really hold it together, because I see a lot of comics that are just, I don't know what they're on, and I'm like, damn, they shouldn't be doing shit before or after their set.
Right. A lot of comics will use weed or alcohol to like get themselves in the mood for comedy. I just smoke weed all day, every day. It's not. It's unrelated.
30 years. And then you're
You don't need it. You are unrelated.
Ross is excluded from this because the guy has no mental illness. Look at him. I mean, he's just, look at him. He's perfect.
Well, there's a little mental illness. There's some anger in there. I see some anger in there.
But when you go,
some confrontation.
You give her a couple confrontation of the week setup. So we'll see.
When you go
not right now,
past 0 into negative mental illness, it's a form of mental illness.
Yeah. It's like saying my game is no game.
Yeah, I got that. When I pass 0 and I'm down negative a lot, and then it's like, oh, you're just as crazy. But
because if you have no illness, that's the illness.
All that insight, but you never look at yourself, Tom.
But can't you look at mushrooms as a supplement for your brain?
It's not my area of expertise, and I think it's too risky.
Have you ever
I don't
done
know.
a mushroom?
What's risky about it?
No, never done anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's growing around. Like we used to eat it all the time as ancient humans, right?
Pussy or mushrooms?
Mushrooms. So we forage everything. So we get all the psilocybin, and then it makes sense that our brains are evolved to at least deal with it, no problem. Some people say that
no problem.
Reason why we're so smart is because maybe it enhanced our evolution. And then other doctors are like, it's bullshit. Whatever, you goddamn weed hippie. Because I like to get mad if they're like, nah. They're like, it makes kind of sense. Anyway, back to creatine. Only supplement that is good.
No, I mean, there's other supplements that are good.
Yeah, but they're all just a
I've been
waste.
so out of the loop. I really did. I left the world like 5 or 6 years ago because I used to give seminars on hydration to bomb technicians. So guys that detonate bombs, law enforcement, military guys. It was fun as fuck.
You guys want to hear my seminar on hydration?
I actually do. Actually, you know what?
Why do
I do want to hear your
because they're wearing
guys, drink water.
Thank you. Because they're wearing these really heavy suits, and dehydration by as little as 1% can affect cognitive function and physical function. So the profession that should not be affected by dehydration are bomb technicians, because they're going out there they're wearing these heavy suits, they're sweating. They may have been dehydrated from the night before. So I'd go give these seminars, and then they cut the federal funding, and then I was like, all right, I'm not going to do this. But you know what? It's really beyond that. The nutrition industry, it's a bunch of cheap assholes. And then what I started learning was that Instagram, around the time that I started getting into exercise and nutrition education, like girls on Instagram were just showing their assholes and giving nutrition advice, and I was like, well, I'm out because I can only show my biceps.
Those are the ones
Those are the ones you're going to pay for
I'm
nutrition
fat as fuck,
advice.
but I look at a lot of assholes.
I'm like, I have biceps and abs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm no good. I'm no
tossed _salad _ I love that.
I like the breastfeeding videos the best. Those are the ones. I just put my thumb over the baby.
So now I just make guys show their asshole on stage in bikinis.
Are you getting the cartwheel videos yet?
Yeah, I get the cartwheel.
Those are good.
And then the other one I get is the sundress lit from behind, big pussy lips. Do you get those? Do you get those? Do you get those ones?
Absolutely.
Again, we could have easily aired this with just a conversation with me and Anna.
It's a girl in a sundress, and then the sun is shining through, and then it's just like, are those real?
Where are you guys seeing this? I mean,
On
you're in
Instagram.
the room with two lesbians.
I'll
We have
show
no
you right
idea
now.
what you're
Where's my
talking
phone?
about.
Where's
Hold
my
on, you're a
phone?
lesbian? Oh my God!
Hold on a second. I didn't know that.
I was hitting on you earlier.
Oh my God.
With the whole tussle.
Listen, I'll take it.
Yeah,
Slim
you know what he
pickings.
told me? He's like, she hasn't been with the right guy yet. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of true, right?
We would never say that. We're too gay friendly to ever say that. But that is a funny
So
thing
it had
to
to
say.
have happened once.
Hold on.
The guy that uses a glory hole is the guy that has my heart. I
Hold on. I
love
want
a
to
gay
show
guy.
this. Hold on.
I love
Like,
gay
look at
guys.
it. These are the ones that I get.
Is this Instagram?
This is what I get.
Dude.
This is what I get.
Come on, change your algorithm.
That's
It's
what I
a
get.
waste of time.
My whole algorithm is
Stop.
just
My
nothing
phone
but
is
pussies.
my
Come on.
interest feed,
You just
please.
keep looking at it.
Hey, look, there's a
Dude, that's your
That's
interest.
all I get.
It's a waste of time.
All I
That's
get
your
is bikini
interest
girl.
feed. Mine is like I have Indian men working out because I love it. I want to be with an Indian girl, but I have a lot
you
of
have Indian girls
I have a
working
lot
out.
of cats. Like,
Okay. All right.
but
So
I
you guys
get
both have pussy on
I
your
get a
feed.
lot of pussy in real life, and I just love seeing like cats in my interest feed. So
The chat room wants to know if
Mine
this
is
is the
very
Friday Free
autistic.
show.
That's come later.
That's going to be just
Silly.
off the fucking wall.
So Anna.
Yes.
The
God.
okay, back to working out. One more thing. It seems like the problem is that it's like forcing or like asking the population of humans to work out is like not what we are naturally used to doing because we want to conserve energy, right, in the natural human world back 100,000
They're
years
laughing
ago.
at you. They're laughing at your question, and it's making me laugh.
Well, don't even look at it.
You're
The fuck do they know?
going on and on. You're going on and on about science.
Well, what do you want to talk about? You want to go back to the glory holes? Because I got 10 more
he's
minutes.
got prehistoric explanation of glory holes too. They were
Tossing salad?
conserving. They were conserving energy to
Right.
toss salads.
I think it has to do.
I'm literally crying.
I just figured it out. It's they in prison. I think we found this out one time, and now it's all coming back to me.
There's two explanations on Google. Yours is one of them.
Yeah. You had to put before you eat another man's butthole in prison.
Why'd you bring this up again? I thought we were talking science.
salad dressing on it to make it taste good because it tastes like doo-doo.
And then
And that's when there's like.
Hold on a second. Are
but,
we?
But
is
it
this
should be. It should just be eating
hold on.
salad.
Is this
not tossing?
Is this
it.
the jacking off the dolphin thing? Because I don't
Yeah.
remember us ever talking about.
Yeah.
you had a whole fucking T-shirt with Tone X and put a little ranch on it. He had a character based around putting salad dressing on
But
the
I
bottle.
did okay. Like maybe I'm wild. Like maybe I'm crazy. But I don't remember. I do remember this. I remember
Yeah.
Tone X. I remember put some ranch
Yeah,
on
it
it.
has to do with
I
salad
remember
dressing.
also that we disappointed Tone X because he wanted to keep doing it, and we weren't vibing with it as much anymore. And we were kind of like, oh, it's run its course, and he wanted to keep doing it, and it got uncomfortable. But I don't remember this point of the salad dressing being for flavoring. Sorry, that's the
Yeah.
part I don't understand.
Yeah, that's I guess where the tossing.
The two explanations on Google is like, if you were in a kind mood, you'd allow your prison bitch to use a little ranch dressing as like a reward.
If you're in a kind mood.
Exactly. Or the other one is apparently in Britain, if you're jacking off, Tom, if you're masturbating yourself with your hand, they call that tossing off. So if someone was licking at your asshole while you were tossing off, you might call it tossing the salad, mate.
Okay, all right.
The
I
main
knew
thought it was fantastic, Rob. You know, I've never heard your British accent. I made a note. I will be using it in future productions. Yeah, thank you.
So back to
Pip,
comedians
to
and
you,
drag doing comedy.
You want to hear how I lost one time?
Yeah.
The first one I did at the Orlando Improv.
Oh my God! Yeah, Fat Fish Blue.
I don't know. Maybe Anna disagrees, but I was winning. I think I crushed I crushed every single stage of the event up until the finals. It was me and Cap Wright. I think you guys have had Cap Wright in before.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, he's good.
Me versus Cap Wright in the finals, and it was 3 minutes after people stopped leaving their houses after COVID, and the finale was Anna brought two people up from the audience to feed me and Cap ho-hos through a glory hole, like
glory hole
that she had made out of like a big cardboard glory hole. And so
I'd watch Cap Wright eat anything through a glory hole. He's a snack.
She started setting up for this event, and I'm watching this lady that she just got picked out of the audience unwrapping ho-hos and setting them up like, cannon ammunition on the floor of the improv stage. and so Anna does like the three
paper towel. God damn.
Anna
just leave them in the wrapper. Why are you unwrapping them?
That wasn't very hygienic.
She was ready to go. She was a gamer. She wanted it. And Anna did the countdown and started, and Cap started like mowing down ho-hos through the glory hole.
Deep throating
and
them.
I went, no fucking way. I'm not fucking doing that. Sorry. No fucking way.
I'm gay, but I'm not eating no trash ho-hos.
Off the floor of the stage.
The final round has evolved. I invented this show over 5 years ago, and the guys used to have to bob for hot dogs out of water that would have mixed with cornstarch. And then it evolved to...
I was just sitting there thinking about it. I will beat you in that.
And then it evolved to the glory hole. And now it's a surprise when people come to the show. Sometimes, most of the time, the comedians don't know what the final round is. But it's less diabetes.
Let's just say it's not going to be called the Tossing the Salad segment anymore.
But this is a competition in which the audience judges the winner?
Yes, the audiences vote, and then whoever wins the next year, because I do the show once a year in my select cities where I'm keeping it, and whoever wins has to defend their crown next year. So that's where the drama comes in, because I choose an all-new lineup, and that's where it gets WrestleMania drama-y, because they're like, these guys want to fucking win. And it's funny because there's really sometimes a Wawa gift card, but no, they're just getting tip money from the audience. They really like to win this fucking show.
People are competitive.
Defend the crown. That's a good name for looking ass. You
look back at your wife and you're like, you want to defend the crown? That's pretty good.
So and last year's or 2 years ago winner, who was that?
For Sanford?
Yeah.
It was actually more than 2 years ago now that I think about it. It was Marcus Crespo. He won his Ariel Grande. And
funny dude too, super funny dude.
Yes, and the thing is that we were in Whataburger. This is basically how the Ronald McDonald with Tits came about. We were in the parking lot of Whataburger, and I said, "What if I booked Marcus Crespo and Winston Pickles?" Do you guys know Winston Pickles, Melbourne?
I've never met him, but I am familiar.
He's British.
Is it Sir Winston Pickles?
Yes.
Never heard of him.
He's
I've always wanted to do that. Sorry, that's like so. Like, I don't know why I did that. You should punch me in the face.
Would a female? Okay, they have a female glory hole, right? And Japan invented it, and you stick your butt through it.
You guys really do watch porn.
Yeah. Do you know why we love that?
It's in the games, the Japanese games.
One of our dreams was to do it, and we can't do it now because my mom's dead, but we were going to put our mom's butts because that's the Japanese game show. No. You put the mom's butts, and then the Japanese guy's like, God, do you know if your mom? Is it your mom?
Yeah, Japanese are into wild shit.
I could totally tell my mom over your mom, guaranteed.
I always said you already lost once you test them all. Right? It's like once you how would you win by guessing your
You know what's funny? You know what I thought about? If my mom's in her harness and her bare ass is through the glory hole, and your mom's in her harness with her bare ass through her glory hole, do they turn to each other and go like, "Oh, hi, Marilyn, hi, Carol"? Are they like, "Hi, Carol, hi, Marilyn"?
Say that.
It's like, it's good seeing you. Oh, you're doing this for the boys, and then and he's like, "Release the glory hole."
Okay,
would it be better if their butts had a little balsamic on them?
Anyway, it seems like no woman would be interested in that if they had introduced the female glory hole where you stick your ass through.
Right, because that's not for females either, Tom. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you have to be for some, right? Hey, some women were out there.
Cameron wants to know, when did we time travel back to 2014? Because the show we're doing. It's like, it's all over the
Someone would like it.
Wait, I just want to reiterate.
It one time, right?
I just want to reiterate. There's no glory holes at the West End Trading Co.
Anymore.
For the West End Trading Co. I have a good military friend that said he used to go there and get into fights, but I think he meant something else. I love him. Anyways,
I used to go fight the glory hole.
We know the owner. matter. He'll put one in. I'll text Paul right
text
now.
Paul.
And they're like, you're like, all right. He'll do it.
We want an air conditioner.
Maybe that could be the reward for the comedian that wins.
Air conditioned glory hole, kind of like Evolved Fights. That's my favorite porn, where the people wrestle and then they end up fucking everyone.
Oh yeah. It's awkward because they're struggling.
There is. There's some holding down. There's some holding down where you don't know which way this is going. I'm like, is this consent? What's happening?
Yeah. It's like, are you fighting as hard as you can?
You know what? That's what makes it exciting.
I feel like I bet the director's like, no, don't fight that hard. It's awkward. You have to make it obvious.
He's like, open hands.
You have to make it obvious that you're not fighting as hard as you
Is
can.
she bleeding? Okay, no, they're good. They're good.
Sorry.
She wanted the last event to be a surprise. And you guys fucking blew it. I got a news story that kind of fits in with.
Okay, what
this is Dateline India. You want to date in?
She likes
I do.
Indian
Yeah, I want to
stuff.
date. Could be Bangladesh, Pakistan, India,
What do you like about him?
Sri Lanka. The pussy tastes like curry. No.
Hey,
That was my joke. That's what I thought I could say it. I was like,
roll with what you guys heard.
Yeah. My mom had a sweater that said that.
I like dating ethnic women, so I like dating Latin American women. I like dating, and I've always wanted to date. The problem I run into with Indian women is I'll match with them on dating apps, and they want to date me because I have a PhD. Well, no. I'll tell you what happens. They want to date me because I look very rebellious. And then they like that I have a PhD because in Indian culture, it's, you have to be an engineer, a PhD, a medical doctor. So they love that. But then the arranged marriage just hasn't happened yet. So I don't know what's going to...
Those actually work out, too. I'm pro arranged marriage. I've done the numbers.
It has a better likelihood of working out.
And you know what? And I look at the photos, they look happy.
Well, our brains we're a bunch of idiots who are attracted to the people we shouldn't be attracted to.
I'm still thinking about female glory hole, honestly. Like, I can't get off of that since you said it.
Who volunteers for the other end of it?
I don't think they're volunteering, actually. Those Japanese girls might be. I don't know.
What do you mean, the other end?
It's like the person on the other side.
Sticks their ass through the hole.
Who like that.
Okay, but there's someone who likes giving it.
Are we still talking about the Japanese glory hole or like the guys?
But there has to be less of a ratio.
You mean suck at it?
Yeah,
because the guys that stick their dick through the thing. And this is why I say bisexuality in men is actually very genuine and common because of testosterone. That's why men will stick their dick through a glory hole knowing only a man is going to be in the other end, regardless of his sexuality. Yeah.
Well, that's called accidental gay.
That's a song by Brad Paisley and LL Cool J. It's called The Accidental.
I'm hoping it's a woman, just don't care who it is.
I gotta clear something because somebody said this to me the other day. Is Kenny Chesney gay?
I mean, he's not gay.
I think once there's a certain famous level you reach.
Bad Bunny's gay for sure.
There's new albums. His new stuff is great. Like Bad Bunny, the traditional style.
What is that called?
It's great.
Which one, Kenny Chesney or Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny. Like, I just think that he's paying homage to Puerto Rico and the music, the albums. I don't know if he's gay, but the new albums, I'm on board.
Gay. For sure, because Puerto Rico and Latin America in general is
he's
pretty...
He's a good-looking man.
But remember when he started out, he was like a thug. And then gradually he started dressing in drag and being gay.
Interesting, all right.
Not that drag is gay. I'm not... Again, I'm trying... Drag is for everybody.
Well, it's not gay.
But Bad Bunny's gay.
Yeah. We call it the Kenny Chesney.
The Kenny Chesney of drag.
Dateline India. What do you got?
There's a podcaster named Beer Biceps.
Wait a minute. That's what you want me to call you around here. He wants me to call him that around here. He's pushing me down because my hips are all fucked up.
The last week in India, he's been kind of there's been an uproar about this guy. He made some comments on his show, outrage, police investigation, death threats. The Supreme Court issued an order forbidding him from podcasting or broadcasting on his YouTube channel again because he proposed a question on his YouTube channel, 8 million followers on YouTube, doing some kind of bullshit, dumb YouTube game show or something. He asked a contestant this question.
All right.
Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once and stop it forever? India is in a fucking outrage. There's rioting in the street because this guy. I'm serious. Yeah, it's a huge story in India right now. The Supreme Court of India issuing orders, told him to stop broadcasting. They actually issued an order that he's not allowed to be arrested for this.
What is
The
considered
Supreme Court
joining
had to get
in?
involved.
What is considered joining in? Like if I dry the sweat on my mom's brow, is that joining in? Like
good question.
if I just dab the top of her head, is that joining in?
Good question. I feel like you have to penetrate one or the other.
Yeah.
With digits?
Nope.
I'd also
Penis?
Yep.
Oh, tongue?
Tom?
I'd ask the question. Like, there's a lot of doo doo in the streets for you guys to be so uptight.
Yeah. Why don't you do something with the shit problem in the streets, and then we'll work on.
You're freaked out about some podcaster.
The mythical mom fucking.
Some podcaster asked some question, and then you doo doo things. Anyway, sorry.
By the way, BBC article says that the exact same question came up in a podcast in Australia like a couple months earlier. He pretty much ganked it from him. No outrage on us.
What would you do? I think I'd rather watch it every day. Because I think I would become desensitized to it to a point where it would just be no different than other things that I was shocked that I was doing. Like, I think maybe even going number 2 for the first time as a young human, as a baby, that's a crazy, traumatic thing to do. But then through time, you realize that it's just a necessary evil. So I would.
Do you remember that?
I would start. No, I don't. But I would start. This is how I would approach me looking at my parents fucking every day, and I would just get up in the morning, get my coffee, take a couple peeks, go on about my day.
You get used to it.
You get used to it. Yeah. There's no
it.
need to touch your mom and dad while they're being intimate. You don't even need to go that far. Just watch it.
It's like exercise.
And you know what? And I can make an argument that it's beautiful because in a weird way, it created me, and I was their one and only son, and they're both gone now. And I'd give anything, including my hands, to have them back one time and just kiss their face. So it's a very beautiful thing to. Them fucking is beautiful because
And this is some sort of magic scenario, so magic is involved. So you could theoretically, Tom, you could, or Dan, both of you guys, you could have extended the lives of your parents. Like, say, if you live another 40 or 50 or 60 years, your parents could live into their 120s and fuck every day. That would be so great for your parents.
That's the movie paradox. The movie is that in order to keep your parents alive that long, you have to watch them fuck every day.
Oh, that's an M. Night Shyamalan.
That's some A24 bullshit right there. Next thing you know, you got Julia Louis-Dreyfus eating a bird, and she's watching her mom and dad fuck.
Dude, imagine watching your 119-year-old parents.
With osteoporosis.
If they fall out of bed, do you help them?
Do they know that you're watching?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. It's awkward for them. Unless it was just a videotape. Is it a glass wall
They don't
scenario?
know you're watching. They don't know you're watching until the last time you watch, in which your dad will turn around like this. One time. Just
Did you get to pick the time of day you could watch? More of a lunch man.
You're a lunch man.
I'd knock that out just during my lunch.
Quick. I like how my dad's got his tie over his shoulder and he's got a full, dress shirt on.
My jaw's just been dropped this whole time.
You wanted it, Anna. You said it. You said, I'll do it. It has to be uncensored.
I'm also...
Again, you said nothing bad.
You said uncensored. Ross got his duct tape out and started wrapping the...
He said nothing bad this whole time.
I'm on half an hour of sleep and I'm like, is this a dream?
This is the fever dream. Wait till we bring in the ghost of my parents.
We could have done this, put this on the radio, no problem. They were just talking about the show. Nothing is bad.
This is be careful what you wish for. Next thing you know, we're talking about our mom's ass.
All right. Drink at westend.com. Comedians in drag doing comedy.
Yes,
it's
sir.
at West End Training Company, 7:30 p.m.
Go watch The Crown
8
be
p.m.
defended.
Oh, 8 p.m.
Doors open 7:30. Shows at 8 p.m.
All right.
Thursday, February 27th.
I'd make the argument I was still kind of right on that one.
I like 7:30 because then people get there on time.
It was like doors at 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
And I'll probably do a different costume, so I'll tell you this is what I wore last time. Like black knee-high compression socks, Daisy Dukes, but like really rolled up the ass crack, like really rolled up Daisy Dukes. And then just the dude's white A shirt, but tied up like a bra.
Like a wife beater?
Yeah.
I like
what are you going to wear for the bikini part?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to switch it up.
Anna said, bring your conservative grandpa.
Blow his MAGA hat off.
She said she's a PhD. She's smarter than all of us.
70 and 80 years old.
She knows better than us.
Set him in the front row, blow his fucking Doge hat off. He's like, what? He's like,
Who do you think was watching all those old-timey Buddy Hackett comics and fucking dresses?
Yeah.
It was grandpa's.
I do it every July and in St. Augustine Beach, and I have the most adorable older audience, like 70.
Aw.
Now, again, I don't know if they're conservative, but I have a big fan base in Alabama, Mississippi that's pretty conservative.
I'm sure. Yeah, they just like the party.
Yeah.
Again, it's February 27th.
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you guys. Good, nice meeting you, Anna. Always a pleasure seeing
Thank
you.
you so much.
much.
This was.
Sorry, it's so crazy.
It was something. I mean, we did
Wait, but
something
did you
here
have
today.
did you have any exercise questions?
No. I can come up with a bunch.
Just lift weights. I'm going to show my biceps on air. Will that get people to come to the show?
It might, yeah. One bicep.
What do you got?
Yeah,
One bicep.
Yeah.
What do you get to get some
one.
abs?
Yeah. She does. Oh, I've seen her abs.
Yeah.
They're in the flyer.
My abs are on the flyer.
The flyer's got the abs on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. How do you keep your abs? Is it all diet? It's all diet.
No, I don't diet. Actually, I have the diet of a 4-year-old, and because of I'm so busy in comedy, and I'm a full-time touring comic. My diet consists of Whataburger, McDonald's, can of tuna because I want to get my protein,
I've got a tuna can.
and then I eat
They were waiting for
sweets.
that.
I eat sweets every single night. I
All
eat
right.
donuts, cake, everything you name it before bed, and then I wait. Then I lay down. I can't eat and then lay down. Okay,
so
bye-bye.
you're gonna meet some of our
So
listeners
McDonald's
after-
sweets before
Yes.
you go to bed. Beer's okay, and you
yeah,
have abs.
just don't.
You're already
People
from-
should not do what I do, but
Do you hate that worse, or that she gets way more pussy than you? Which part do you hate worse?
Well, I just say, that's
just
it.
one.
There,
Okay,
there we go. Look at that. Look at the biceps. Those are great.
Yeah. And you don't work out to get that?
I work out. I do biceps once a week.
Once a week
Once a
biceps,
week.
and you got
That's
those
good. Those are
biceps,
great biceps.
and you eat McDonald's every day.
Yeah, oh my God. That's the
Yeah,
EJ. That's called the EJ.
Yeah,
He works out once a year and eats McDonald's. You can look like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm more confused than I was when we started about everything.
love it.
Everything.
I
Good luck
don't.
with
I
the
don't
show.
eat vegetables or anything. Thank you. I don't toss salad.
Yeah, no calories in salad
Yeah,
anyway.
you do.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much for letting me promote the show. Here,
yeah,
you guys
no
are so
problem.
much fucking fun. I
Anytime.
really.
Well,
you
next
guys,
time. Next time, glory hole. We'll have one in here. We'll have one in here.
All right.
in West End.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here, West End, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. All right, guys. We'll see you later.